Hello, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show a quick warm-up routine that will improve your aim, your movement, your mechanics, your decision making, your comfortability within the game, your pressure resistance, and just overall make yourself more accustomed to the feeling of, being in a real game. So this is what I do. Workshop maps, aim rush. This map is so good for working on your mechanics. Probably the best aim map that I've played on any game, like on Valorant, Overwatch. No, Overwatch has a lot of tracking and stuff. Like Kovacs and aim labs are good, but they're kind of like their own thing. I also, if you have the time or you're really, really passionate, I can highly recommend aim labs as well. I saw large improvements within my aim and just overall control of the mouse and the feel of my sensitivity on aim labs, but it gets a bit boring. And if CS2 is your main game or you play Valorant, this is what I recommend, and it's enjoyable, quick, put on music, whatever. But this is how you find the map. It's called Aim Rush. You go to Steam, go to Counter-Strike 2, go to Workshop, and then just search up Aim Rush. Here it is, the first map by Joey Biden. Turn this down a bit so you guys can hear me better. Load in.
We must win.
So this is where you spawn in. What I do is put on 5 bots. This is how many bots are going to be in the arena with you, so you can do 5, 4, 3, or 2. I recommend just keeping it on 5. This will put you into that 1v5 mentality where if you really want to rank up, you should be able to kill all 5 enemies on the opposing team every single round. So this is kind of how you build that mindset and mechanical skill set so you can accomplish that easier, because it's very difficult and not very possible, but yeah, it's the groundwork, the foundation for what you need to be doing to achieve it. So here's the guns. I'm just going to stick with the AK. You can warm up with anything on here. And then I choose the middle map. I haven't really played on the other ones that much, but the middle map, the layout is good, and you're going to see how important a map like this is to use to practice. And also I want to say that I found this map because Donk played it on the main stage warming up before a major tournament. So there's probably the best player in the world that is using this for practice. I'm not sure how consistently he does, but I have seen him use it. So it's definitely a helpful tool. And then this right here will start it.
We must work together.
And that's, I'll play a couple rounds, show you. I'll do one more.
This is what we have been working for.
Aw, man. Alright, one more.
Come on, let's go.
Alright, whatever. So that's kind of the map. I'm gonna go back to the main menu and explain to you why I think a map like this is important and very helpful. So as you saw, you're constantly peeking out from behind cover and reacting to enemies that could be positioned in a fixed area, but you don't know exactly where. So it's building that reaction of when you're peeking out, like on every map. It doesn't matter what it looks like. There's going to be cover that you are peeking out of, and there's a potential enemy waiting on the other side of that cover that you are peeking from. So building that discipline of peeking, stopping, reacting, and taking multiple. Maybe you're like, you see, like, I could be peeking out into 4 bots at the same time, and it's up to you to decide on how you're going to take that fight, because you could spray, you could tap, it's working on those mechanics, and you can keep just trying new things, testing them out, spraying, work on your spray control, work on your tapping, work on single taps, working on burst firing. It's just very quick rounds. And then also, like I said, that 1v5 like is so important, because you're going to find yourself in the clutch in a lot of these games. Every game pretty much you're going to be in some type of 1v 1, 1v2, 1v3, 1v4, 1v5. Maybe not every game, but most games you're going to be in that position where you are going to have to win by yourself. And that builds the discipline and the confidence that you need to be able to carry into your games to win more consistently. So, one more time, I just want to say how important it is to practice that movement from peeking out of cover into the open and taking a fight where you are unsure. Like the general area of where an enemy will be, but you aren't 100% sure, and you need to react, flick, split second, decide on how you're going to take the fight. Are you going to crouch? Eventually it becomes just reactionary, and you know exactly how you're going to take the fight, and you aren't going to be thinking about it ever, really. Like in the game, you're not going to be like, okay, now I'm peeking, stopping, should I crouch, should I not crouch? Like, you're not really thinking like that. You're just going to start doing everything more instinctively and more automatically. But that map, once again, aim rush. And then what I also do is I go to matchmaking. You could do a community server deathmatch or on game deathmatch, and I just pick whatever map, kind of like, I don't know, I haven't warmed up on Mirage in a while. I'll queue up the Mirage games. I haven't played Inferno in a while, and then maybe the next time I get on, I'll be like, okay, I haven't warmed up on Ancient in a while. I'll queue up these games or these maps. Or I haven't played Nuke. I haven't, these are kind of like the uncommon maps, because people are typically wanting to play Dust, Mirage, the maps that they have played on and they're very familiar with through either playing them or seeing videos, because it's like the staple. It's like Dust 2 to Counter-Strike is like Tracer to Overwatch, it's like that, the bread and butter, I guess, is an analogy for it. But this is what I do. I just move around the map, and I take as many fights as I possibly can. I'll W key, and I always just keep my crosshair at head level for the most part. I'm not perfect, I'm not Nico, I'm not Donk, I'm not the best in the world, but it's something I actively think about as I'm going through the map. And also the counter strafing, and again, like how you're peeking an angle, right? It's like you're always trying to keep your crosshair on the edge of the angle as you're peeking into it. You don't want to keep your crosshair on the wall. Like the enemies aren't in the walls, unless maybe they could be, but if they are, then I'm not sure if there's much you could do about that. But you always just want to keep your crosshair on the edge of angles like this. Like you're tracing the edge of the angle to make sure and then using your movement to to guide yourself around. It's like drifting in a car, like taking a turn. Sometimes, like, if you're really clearing an angle, pre-firing and pre-aiming at the wall is helpful. Like, I'll try to find an angle. Okay, spawned here again. So, like, you know the jump up box on ramp? Stop fucking killing me. Okay, hopefully no one's in tons. Fuck. Okay, like this. You know someone's on cat, you're pre-aiming the wall, and you're jumping up and you already have it pre-aimed. That is okay to do. Like, that is fine. Don't overthink it. Just, like, make sure that you're actively thinking about the fights that you are taking, and you're going to improve and win a lot more. A lot more. And if you're watching this video and you're looking to improve, then you most likely want to win in some capacity. Same thing, just tracing around the angle, tracing around the angle. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be mindful of the concept of angle tracing. There we go, headshot. I'm gonna do like a couple more kills and then I'm gonna call the video. I'm just trying to give a quick tutorial on a warm-up that is efficient and will absolutely help you improve at the game. There we go. Also, like, you see that? Look at how long it takes for someone to kill you. So always be like, try to be patient with your shots. But there's like a saying where, like, slow is fast, or like fast is slow, but slow is fast, or something like that. And it's all about like being precise with your aim, but then like the more you play, the more instinctively you're going to understand where enemy positions are, and you're going to be much more comfortable controlling the mouse the more you play. So like being slow and steady and precise is better than like, oh, where are they, where are they, like in a panic, where are they at, where are they at, oh my gosh, there's someone in front of me, there's someone in front of me, where are they, oh my gosh, I gotta get him. Like, that doesn't help. You just kind of want to, you know, move around, go around the map. Let's go around here, move slow. And that's kind of about it. So that's a quick warm-up you can apply and do every day or before you play that will absolutely help improve your mechanics and gameplay. And these principles can be applied to every game you play too, of just like the learning mindset, you're not going to be the best at every game you play, you know, because every game is its own game. So even if you're the best Counter-Strike player and you get on Overwatch, you're not going to be the best Overwatch player. But every game you can apply this and it's helpful. But yeah, I'm just ranting now or going off on a tangent, so that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you rank up and achieve your goals in game, and maybe one of you becomes like Donk 2.0, or, you know, your own person in the scene. So yeah, peace.